So back in action, we are in Nur-Sultan, and it is the women's competition we have now. We are going to see all 8 titles decided over the next hour or so, from 41 kg all the way up to 79.
Please load the bar to 45 kilos, rack height 10.
So it's going to go quite rapidly here because there are quite a number of disciplines where there are 2 or 3 involved, and that's it. We're going to start off at women's 45 kg event. We're going to be jumping between the disciplines as the women's competition, the women's overall competition wears on. We're going to start off with Sanagar Shakinova of Kazakhstan. She's going for a 45 kg lift. This is the women's 45 kg weight division, and we will be jumping from weight division to weight division as this session goes on. Sakinova then at 45 kg. Her first major championship, coached by Dmitry Novak, and she's based in Pavlodar. .45 to get us underway. And she is going to be given that 2-1 in her favour. Good news. There are 2 in this weight division. Tursunay Kabil of Kazakhstan as well, so gonna take the title one way or the other.
Loaders, please load the bar to 52 kilos, rack height 10. First attempt, representing Turkmenistan, Mirajan Benazarova.
So next we go to the 55 kilo weight category. There are 4 in this individual session, 4 weight divisions to be decided. So there's quite a bit to follow. This is Mejan Baznazarova of Turkmenistan. She's going to start at 52 kilos. Mejan's first major championship. She's 16 years old. .45 kilos the target. .52. There are 3 going in this weight division, and she has been wiped out by all 3. 2 for the press sequence, and our middle referee for bar control. Let's tell you who the referees are. Zita Gyak of Hungary is our centre referee. The side referees, Norsia Mohammed of Malaysia and Maria Milea of Romania.
First step, representing Kazakhstan, Tursunay Kabil.
So we return to the 45 kilo weight division, and Tursunay Kabil of Kazakhstan. We've already seen Sandiga Shakanova. Her compatriot lived 45. Kabil is going for 55 here. She's the Asian Youth Games champion from 2017 and won junior gold at the Asia Oceania Championships at Kitakyushu back in September. 5th in the senior competition there. Already won bronze in the FASA World Cup last year and 4th this year in the same competition in Dubai. So, aiming for 55 kilos here, and she's got a clean bill of health. Excellent lifting from Kabil, and she takes the lead in the 45 kilo weight division. As we jump across the divisions again, we return to the 55 kilo weight division, and Fatima Castellanos of Mexico is going for 58.
First step, representing Mexico, Fatima Castellanos.
So Castellanos, the reigning junior world champion, the Pan American youth champion, and the reigning Mexican senior champion, all at the age, by the age of 17, which she still is. Going for a weight of 58 kilos here to take the lead in the 55 kilo weight division, which has got 3 athletes in it. So at 58 kilos, well, that looks good. And there's a reason for that. It is good. 3 out of 3. Absolutely tremendous. Fatima Castellanos, our leader for Mexico. She takes control in this weight division, but there is a much, much heavier weight to come. And we'll see if that can be pulled out of the bag a little later on in this opening round.
Loaders, please load the bar to 60 kilos, rack height 8. First attempt, representing Ukraine, Ksenia Tupka.
So next we go to the women's 41 kilo category, and this is Ksenia Tokar of Ukraine, the European silver medalist last year in Berg-Sumer, and that in the senior. So 60 for Tokar of Ukraine. This in the 41 kilo weight division. She's the first lifter we've seen, and we'll see her again. That's a terrific lift by Tokar, the reigning European junior champion and senior silver medalist. So she hits the front, lifting 60, 3 out of 3, no problems at all. Terrific, perfect, clean, no problem at all. And away she goes. Great opportunities of taking big glory here, potentially, in these Junior World Championships in Nur-Sultan.
First attempt, representing Brazil, La Aparecida de Lima.
So next to go then, Lara de Lima, the reigning America's junior champion, 4th in the senior in Bogota back in December. Silver in the European Open last year in Berg-sur-Mer, open to athletes from outside Europe. At silver in the FASA World Cup in Dubai back in February. 16 years old still. That's quite a resume for Lara de Lima. 73 kilos to go into the gold medal position. But she's not going to get it. All three against, 2 going against her for the press sequence. And those were the 2 watching from the angles, the side referees, whereas the center referee going against on bar control. So she'll have to return and rethink. She and Xenia Toka are in that 41 kilo weight division.
First attempt, representing Great Britain, Olivia Broom.
So there's only one athlete in the women's 50 kilo weight division. For Great Britain, Olivia Broom. And she is attempting 93 straight away. So Broom, if she gets this mark, that should be good enough to get the gold. Because she's on her own, there are various targets instead that she has to get because she's up against the weight instead of an actual athlete. So Olivia Broom, still only 18, but what a career she's had already. European Junior Champion last year in Berg-sur-Mer. 2nd in the Junior World Championships 2 years ago in Mexico City. 93. This to hit the top spot straight away. And 2 have gone against her. 2-1 against, and they've both given her the thumbs down in terms of the overall press sequence. And a little bit of extra focus from referees in terms of athletes of short stature. Always has been the case, even more so now. So she misses out on 93, and at the moment she's going to return on the same mark. We'll see how she does. So we have one more attempt to come out of the opening round across all 4 weight divisions. And here it comes, Bezra Duman of Turkey. The reigning Junior World Champion and the 2-in-a-row European Junior Champion from Eger in 2015 and from Berg-sur-Mer last year. So Duman then going for 105 straight away. That was an awesome effort. She is the junior world record holder. We may have to go with the flags here, I think, and we will. So let's see. Flags are out. 2-1 in her favour. It's a good lift for Bezra Duman. Lifting in the 55 kilo weight division. Her junior world record of that is 114. She's actually the junior world record holder in 3 of the 4 categories that we're watching here. But she's going to have to go a lot higher in order to get the world record mark in the division that she is currently in.
Into the second round, Lolas, please load the bar to 48 kilos, rack weight 10. Second attempt from Kazakhstan.
That's the first round's done. As we return to the 45 kilo weight division. Both first round lifts in this were successful. Nur-Sultan Kabil lifting 55, Sandigal Shakanova going now. She's already lifted 45 and going here for 48. For Kazakhstan. So 48, she would stay in second position. And that is not going to be voted away. It's 2-1 against for Akanova. And it was the press sequence for both. And it was both side referees who were unhappy with what they saw.
Loaders, please load the bar to 52 kilos, rack height 10.
So she's going to have to regroup and work out how to get that right next time.
Second attempt, representing Turkmenistan,
So now we go to the 55 kilo weight division. There are 3 in this, and the only one not to be successful in the opening round, Merjan Baznazarova of Turkmenistan. Missed out first time around on 52 and going for 52 again. This would put her into third position of the 3. She's not currently on the board. So this is the attempt at 52 then for Merjan. And they've all gone against, and it was all down to the chest sequence, I fear. So that's 2 attempts that Merjan Baznazarova has had, and both occasions it's gone wrong. Wasn't properly in the chest, so some regrouping needed, some rethinking needed. Next weight division, 45 kilos. You've already seen Akanova miss out at 48 for Kazakhstan. Here goes Nur-Sultan Kabil next. 55 in the opening round, successfully cleared. Going now for 57, the reigning Asian Youth Games champion. attempt at this is 57. Looking good for top spot in this. And 2 out of 3. Happy, very happy. It was only the bar control sequence from our centre referee that she was voted down on. So, good news. As she continues on her run towards glory.
Second attempt, representing Mexico, Fatima Castellano.
As we return to the heaviest weight division of this first half of the women's event, Fatima Castellanos of Mexico, the reigning junior world champion. Para-Pan Am youth champion as well. Target here is 61 kilos, currently lying in the silver medal position. She's way behind Besra Duman, so basically it's all about trying to hold off Merjan Beynazarova of Turkmenistan, and in order to do that, she's going to try and add another 3 kilos onto her successful mark in the previous rounds. So this for 61 for Castellanos of Mexico. She's just got a lovely style, but we'll see if the referees agree. 2-1 against, and it was the press all the way. But she might just have done enough for a medal anyway. One of the referees, one of the side referees, satisfied with what she produced, but the other two, not so much.
Second attempt, representing Ukraine, Ksenia Toka.
On we go to the lightest of the weight divisions up for grabs here, and it's our current leader in it, Ksenia Toka of Ukraine, who lifted 60 in the previous round, going for 64 here. The reigning European junior champion and European senior silver medalist. .64, adding 4 kilos onto the title. So what could you do here at 64, Toka? Very technically excellent lift last time around, and this one has not gone the same way, but for different reasons. 2-1 against, a centre referee not happy with the bar control, and for one of our side referees, it was a press sequence issue.
Loaders, please load the bar to 73 kilos, rack height 12. Second attempt, representing Brazil, Lara.
But Toka is still leading in this weight division because Lara de Lima missed in the opening round at 73 kilos. Here she comes again, the 16-year-old. The The reigning Brazilian champion, senior champion. Silver in the European Open. Missed out 73 in the previous round and going for 73 again here. For the lead in this weight division. The lightest weight division here, 41 kilos in this Junior World Championships. And all of the referees have gone against for the press sequence. Two not happy with the bar control. That's happened to her again. All three against.
Loaders, please load the bar to 96 kilos. Rack height 4.
Obviously the bar control, as you'll have seen on the big screen here, that's the first element she was voted down on. But they all went against her on the press sequence as well, right at the end and the way up. Not sufficiently on the chest and not enough control on the way up.
Second to 10, representing Great Britain, Olivia Broom.
So now, Olivia Broom missed out in the opening round at 93, 2-1 against, so she's returning, but adding 3 kilos onto the bar. Got 93 against her in the opening round, so 96. How's she going to perform here? The youngster, the 18-year-old from Chorley, reigning European junior champion. The senior finished 4th in Berg-sur-Mer with the same lifts. So on the way, Broom at 96. And again, it's a split call against her, and it's the press sequence right at the end. Obviously felt that it wasn't as raised as they would have wished. So Broom misses out, just like last time, 2-1 against.
Second to 10, representing Turkey,
So now, Besra Duman, who's already lifted 105 and who's the junior world record holder at the 45 kilo and 50 kilo weight divisions, in this 55 kilo weight division is going for a junior world record to try and break the mark held by herself. 114 lifted in Berg-sur-Mer in being crowned European Junior Champion for the second time last year. It was silver at senior level in Berg. So 115 to add 1 to her current junior world record, that for 115, and they have all gone against her on the press sequence right at the end. They'd all sided, they sided with a 2-1 actually in the previous round. So, gonna have to try and iron that out in the next round. Felt that she had not properly pressed.
Representing Kazakhstan,
So now, the final round in all weight divisions, and we go to the 45 kilo weight division. And Sandagar Shakanova of Kazakhstan, who's up against Tursunay Kabil, a compatriot who has taken first place, Kabil, in this category, because Akinova is not going to attempt to overtake. Got 45 in the opening round, missed out 48 in the second round, and this is her third lift. She's going for 50. Well, she flew through that at 50, but the press sequence has been voted down by everyone. So, only that successful lift at 45 she'll be given, and she finishes second of the two in this 45 kilo weight division.
Loaders, please load the bar to 52 kilos, rack height 10. Representing Turkmenistan, Nur-Sultan.
Merjan Bey Nasarova of Turkmenistan, going for 52 kilos for the third time. She's missed her first two attempts in this 55 kilo weight division. And again, it's going to go against her. 2-1. The press sequence for our center referee and the second of our side referees. I think she came close to that, very close, but wiped out. No weight against the name, so Merjan Beynazarova misses out in this 55 kilo weight division. And the medals have been decided in this. Besra Duman is the junior world champion again, and Fatima Castellanos of Mexico is the silver. They were in different weight categories 2 years ago in Mexico City. They've come up against each other here, and Duman has come out on top. So we go to the 45 kilo weight division, and first place going to Tursunay Kabil of Kazakhstan, who comes out now. She's seen off the home Kazakh challenge of Sandagar Shakanova, and she's going to try and wrap up with a 59, having already lifted 55 and 57. So for 59, Tursunay Kabil, and they've all gone against her again in the press sequence, which is happening a lot for the athletes of short stature. But she got 55, she got 57, and she takes top spot in this weight division.
Third attempt, representing Mexico, Fatima Castellanos.
As we go on in this final round, and we return to the women's 55-kilo event. This is Fatima Castellanos of Mexico. World champion 2 years ago, but silver for her here. She's cleared 58, missed 61, going for 61 again. And already well overtaken. Nazarova in the same weight division from Turkmenistan, having her 3 attempts and missing them all, so unable to keep up with Castellanos and unable to overtake. Silver is already in the bag for this talented former, now junior world champion. And at 61, they've all voted her down. It's the press sequence, and if you remember a few minutes ago, 2-1 went against her that way. Well, they've all gone against her now. Castellanos, so 58, her only successful mark. They're coming in the opening round, but that's fine. She'll pick up the silver medal.
Third attempt, representing Ukraine, Toka.
So now Ksenia Toka goes in the lightest of the weight divisions. .64 kilos the target for the lifter from Ukraine, European Junior Champion. This in the 41 kilo weight division. Currently, she's in the gold medal spot. This to try and copper fasten it. That's 64 kilos. And they've all gone against her on the press sequence, so. She stays in the gold medal position.
Loaders, please load the bar to 73 kilos, rack height 12.
And she will remain in the gold medal position unless the next lift we're going to see is successful.
Third attempt, representing Brazil, Laura Aparecida de Lima.
Target is 73 for Lara de Lima. She's missed out her first 2 attempts. This very talented young Brazilian, the America's junior champion. European Open silver medalist in the senior last year. What a performance that was in Bergsumer, and twice Brazilian senior champion, 2 years in a row. 73 kilo lift to be crowned junior world champion. Lara de Lima for Brazil. It all comes down to this. She still has a minute. Plenty of time. Composure. Focus. Push through, and again the press sequence has gone against her from everybody. She is denied. She does not register a mark, and Ksenia Tokar of Ukraine is the junior world champion.
Loaders, please load the bar to 96 kilos, rack height 4. Representing Great Britain, Olivia Broom.
So we change weight divisions again. There's only 2 lifts to go. Tursunay Kabil of Kazakhstan has won the women's 45 kg event. Gold to Ukraine in the women's 41 kg to Ksenia Tokar. Now Olivia Broom is the only lifter in the 50 kg, has to get this mark. She's missed out her first 2 at 93, 96 kilos, and going for 96 again. So, 96, third and final attempt. This to get the title. Has she got this one right? It'll be a mixed result, and it is against her, 2-1 against. So 2 of the 3 referees again have marked her down on the press sequence. Felt that the arms weren't fully extended. That is a thing that has been looked at a lot more in terms of athletes of short stature. It means that she's been wiped out. She doesn't get a mark on the board. We do not have a mark in this weight division. She is denied.
Third attempt, representing Turkey, Besma Duman.
So now, the final lift of the women's 55 kg division, as Besra Duman looks to break her own junior world record. She's the junior world champion for a second time, having seen off opposition from another junior world champion in the form of Fatima Castellanos of Mexico. $115 for a new junior world record. $115, and it's 2-1 against. And again, it's 2 of the 3 referees have voted it down in the press sequence. And it's 105 that she cleared in the opening rounds. 105 with which she claims the gold.
First group of lifters, the 41, 45, 50 and 55 kilo categories.
So Duman with the gold in the women's 55 kg division. Fatima Castellanos of Mexico, the silver. Lifted the other champions elsewhere. That's 4 weight divisions done, and we've another 4 to go.
please load the bar to 55 kilos, rack height 11.
So on we go. We've got 4 more weight divisions to be decided. So this is coming up, the women's 67 kilo weight division. It is the only one we're going to see here where there's more than one lifter. Karin Murasaki of Japan, looking to lift 55 kilos. This is the 67 kilo weight division. Murasaki, the 3 times Japanese senior champion, this talented 16-year-old who's also the reigning Asia Oceania junior champion. Loads of time, still a minute. Aiming for 55 kilos here. Maria Franco of Mexico is also in this weight division. So it's a straight head-to-head between these two. 55 kilos then for the young Japanese, the reigning Asian junior champion, and she is going to be giving it by 2-1. She's off the mark. Karin Murasaki into the lead in this weight division for Japan, and that was a tremendous lift. Well, that was just tremendous. Got it absolutely right. Marked down by, looked to be the centre referee, as it turned out, but the other two happy watching from the angles that it was properly clean. And so Karin Murasaki of Japan in the lead with 55. She's directly up against Maria Franco of Mexico. Looking to clear 57 here. Reigning Mexican champion from this year. Silver last year, her first major championship. So 57 then for Maria Franco. Well, she got it raised, it looked nice. And she's got a 3 out of 3. Wow, we've got a big battle for gold here in the women's 67 kilo weight division. Murasaki clearing 55, Franco 57, and they're going toe-to-toe, jousting for the gold. Really awesome lift. Lot to like about it. So we jump across the weight divisions again, and this is the 61 kilo category. Only one lifter in this, Fatma Karani of Egypt, the reigning junior world champion. Gold in the FASA World Cup in Dubai earlier this year, back in February. That was at senior level. And 4th in the African Championships which were held in Nigeria last August. Fatma Karani then aiming for 95 kilos. A solid push, and 2 and against, and it was the press sequence again. One of the side referees happy, other 2 were not. So Fatma Karani misses out, has to return, 2 more attempts to get that right. It's the press sequence, it's on the way up. So another jump of weight division. This is the women's 73 kilo category. Brittany Arenzi of Ireland going for 98 kilos. See what they're doing with the music? European junior champion. Took the junior gold at the Asia Oceania Championships in September in Kitakyushu. Senior bronze and both upgraded in the Asian competition, announced yesterday by Paralympics Ireland. Junior world record holder at 100 kilos. So she's done this before. Ken Harley on the stage with her. Family's all here. She's the only lifter in her weight division to get the gold. This would do. She's gone in quite heavy. It's only 2 kilos off her own junior world record for 98. All 3 against, 2 for the press sequence at the end as the bar was going up. And our centre referee, Zita Gyarko of Hungary, she voted her down in the bar control sequence and then in the chest sequence. A little bit of extra composure required for Brittany Arenzi.
Loaders, please load the bar to 100 kilos, rack height 12.
If you don't know the story, moved from South Africa at the age of 5. She's grown up in Ireland and was discovered playing wheelchair basketball, I think actually by man who's coaching her there. Just needed to be on the chest a little bit more. So now the reigning America's senior champion. It was an open championship, as all of the continental events are. Finished second in the open, behind Maya Gazelle Akieva of Turkmenistan. But Marian Serrano of Chile, the reigning America's champion, North and South and Central, claimed in Bogota last December. She's in a weight division of her own, 79 kilos, only one there, going for 100 here. She's the reigning junior world record holder, set in Eger in Hungary at the Eger World Cup in April. This is a few kilos less than that, but if she clears this, she'll get the gold. She hasn't cleared it. Press sequence. She's been voted down on by all 3. No lift then from Marian Alejandro Serrano Gallardo. Chile. Her junior world record is 107. So there are 4 weight divisions we're seeing here. 3 of the world record holders we're watching here.
Second attempt, representing Japan, Morisaki.
So we go into round 2. Remember, this 67 kilo weight division that Morisaki's in is the only one where there's head-to-head conflict. It's the only one where we've had successful lifts out of the 4 weight divisions we're seeing here. The other 3, yet to see a successful attempt. So Morisaki, who's cleared 55, is going for 60 kilos here. And in terms of the head-to-head against Maria Franco of Mexico, Franco is 2 kilos lighter in body weight, so in the head-to-head, Franco would always take that head-to-head. Morisaki always has to lift heavier than the Mexican. And at the moment, Franco has lifted 57, Morisaki 55. They're both going for 60 here. So 60 for Morisaki. The reigning Asia Oceania junior champion. Reigning Japanese champion is really struggling there. It's not going to get raised. Well, she may have gone in too heavy here. And she is denied at 60. And obviously has to return at the same mark next time. She may have added a little bit too much to it. So 2 in this weight division. Morisaki denied at 60. Maria Franco going for Mexico now. Also aiming for 60. Mexican team arrived yesterday morning at 7 a.m. The reason I know that is so did I. Her first major championship. We've not seen her on the global stage or even on the continental stage previously. What an entrance. At the moment, she's in the gold medal position and in a very strong gold medal position considering Morisaki's trouble at this weight. 60 kilos a few moments ago. Maria Franco Ponce of Mexico. She's got the 60 raised. It's going to be a split call and it's against her 2-1 over the chest sequence. So we'll watch that again. But she wasn't that far off otherwise. Our centre referee, Siti Gyerke of Hungary, giving that to her. But from the side, it didn't look so good. More than likely, she can go in at the same weight next time.
Second attempt, representing Egypt, Fatma Kourani.
May have considered it didn't touch and stop on the chest. Didn't look to be anything else that was wrong there. So now the reigning world record holder from the FASO World Cup in Dubai back in February, Fatma Kourani of Egypt. Reigning junior world champion from Mexico City 2 years ago. She won gold in Dubai, senior gold as well as junior. We finished 4th in the African Championships last summer. Missed 95 in the previous round and going for it again. She was very close to it. It was only 2 and against. Karani for 95. Well, she got it raised. It looked clean. She's got it. She's got it. She has got it. And that should be the gold for Karani, who in a weight division of her own has to go in at a very solid weight and clear it. I think that should do it. 3 out of 3, all in her favor. Fabulous success for Karani. So now Brittany Arenzi coming in the 73 kilo weight division, missed out at 98 last time, going for 100 here, which would equal her own junior world record set at the untelevised Ego World Cup in Hungary in April. We've never seen a junior lift a weight like this in this division. Lives in Cavan, which is fairly north. Trains in Cork, which is fairly south in terms of Ireland. So Brittany Arenzi, who's scored European and Asia Oceania Open, junior golds, senior bronzes. Going for a junior gold here. If she lifts this, it would have to be a junior gold because she's looking to equal the junior world record that she holds. She's got it raised. Was it smooth enough? I'm afraid it wasn't. 3 out of 3 against for Brittany Arenzi. And it was all that press sequence. She just stopped a little bit, slowed down on the way up, and they've all voted her down for it. And she'll know that. So Brittany Arenzi is denied with her 2 attempts so far. She'll have 1 more to go in order to be crowned junior world champion. That's the story when you're in a division of your own. You have to go in high. And if you happen to be the junior world record holder, which she is, you have to start basically either on or very close to the junior world record. Just a little stop on the way up, so they've all gone against. Marian Serrano, the America's senior champion. Junior world record holder. She set hers the day after Brittany Arenzi did in Eger. That was quite a high quality event. There were pictures from that 2 years ago, not this time. But we're told it was a terrific event. Great venue. Next big event there we will have pictures from. It will be the World Championships next time around in 2021. So, the America's champion, Marian Serrano, gunning for 100 again. Junior world record is 107. That is, again, against her. 2-1. Press sequence again on the way up. So we're giving the thumbs down from both side referees. Center referee happy was Zita Giacco. It was all three against last time. Just the two side referees on this occasion. Chest sequence adjudged to have been fine, just on the way up. So now we go to the final round. We have zipped through this competition. Into the final round then, and what a battle for the women's 67 kg title between Karin Murasaki of Japan, who's on stage here on the bench, up against Maria Franco of Mexico. At the moment, it is Franco in the gold medal position, having lifted 57 in the opening round. Murasaki lifted 55, had to go higher, went for 60 in the previous round and didn't get it raised at all. So she's at the same weight here. Her coach on stage, John Amos, who's been involved in World Powerlifting at the highest level as a competitor and as an administrator. He's the Japanese national coach now. Gunning for 60. Well, she really struggled last time. She has got it raised this, but it was just halting a little bit on the way up. They've all voted her down, but she gave that a good stab. At least she got it up there. And it's something to aim for in future competitions at a weight like this. They've all gone against her, obviously, in the press sequence as it was on the way up. She has been denied. She cleared 55, finishes in second. Maria Franco of Mexico is the world champion, and we'll see her next. Just a bit halting in the way up. It stopped here last time completely. And just a bit halting on this occasion, so they voted her down. Second place then for Karin Murasaki. Gold for Maria Franco of Mexico here. Going for 60 once more. She missed out last time. 2-1 against. 3 out of 3 for a successful mark at 57 in the opening round, which has claimed her the gold. This to add 3 kilos onto it. For the new junior world champion, Maria Franco. And again, it's 2-1 against, and in the same distribution once more. It was the press sequence, it was the two side referees. Denied with her 2 last lifts, but she is the junior world champion. Maria Franco of Mexico in this 67 kilo weight division.
Representing Ireland,
She was not that far away at all. So now, 2 lifters left. Brittany Orenzi of Ireland going for gold in the women's 73 kilo event. Now remember, most of the lifters that we're seeing today, we will see them in the senior championships later in the week. This is the only event where the junior championship is completely separate to the senior. She's already scored in 2 continental competitions at senior level, bronzes in both, reigning European junior champion and Asia Oceania Open junior champion is Brittany Arenzi. Families here as usual. They've been taking in the sights of Nur-Sultan. Can Brittany Arenzi take in the gold and be crowned junior world champion for Ireland? 2 and against in the opening rounds. Again attempting to equal her junior world record set in Eger in Hungary in May. For the gold. It's going to be tight. Oh, it's 2 and against. It's 2 and against Brittany Arenzi, so she is wiped out. She doesn't register a mark. No medals awarded in this weight division. And she's back in action later this week in the senior competition. Just couldn't quite get that one over the line. She had to go in high in order to be crowned junior world champion in a weight division where it's only her competing in. She's the junior world record holder. She started in 2 kilos off that mark and twice had to try and equal a junior world record to get that gold. There's been a technical challenge which has been requested. We'll see how that goes. But for now, it has gone against. And it was 2-1 against. So the jury, the judges will have a look at it. I can just see Ken Hurley, the coach, national technical director as well, coordinator of Paralifting in Ireland, having a quick chat with the judges about it. That is still an open challenge. We'll let you know how it goes. But for now, Marian Serrano is going for her own gold at 100. It was 2 and against last time, 3-0 against in the opening round for the Senior Americas champion for all of America. 100. Has she pulled it off? I believe it's gone against by 2-1. It may be Brittany Arenzi's marks that are still up, incidentally. And they've gone to the flags, and it's all 3 against. It's all 3 against Marian Serrano. So she is wiped out. She does not get a mark either. The technical challenge is still open for the previous lift from Brittany Arenzi, by the way.
Loaders, please load the bar to 101 kilos. Rapid height 12.
That technical challenge is still open. So Serrano misses out. Fatma Karani going now for 101, which is 9 kilos less than a junior world record in this 61 kilo weight division.
Representing Egypt, Fatma Karani.
101 kilos for Fatma Karani then. She's already secured the gold in her weight division. So Karani of Egypt, second World Championships in a row, she picks up a junior gold. Cleared 95 in the second round. This an attempt for 101. So Karani going for 101. And it is room 101 for her, 2-1 against. The side referees giving it away. The other two thumbs down for the press sequence, but she cleared 95 anyway. Gets a mark on the board, gets the gold. Yes, to update you on Brittany Orenzi. Then there was a technical challenge for her third lift at 100. That technical challenge has now gone off our screens, so we take that as being rejected. Her mark for 100 is still in red digits, which means she hasn't got it, which we take as being that the challenge was turned down. If that changes, we'll let you know. So Fatma Karani gets the gold in the women's 61 kilo event. Maria Franco of Mexico, gold in the women's 67. No mark recorded in either the women's 73 or 79 kilo category. Medal ceremonies on the way for these two events, and they'll be coming in the next couple of minutes. Join us then. So medal ceremony time, quite a lot of medal ceremonies to get through, although not as many as we could have, considering the fact that some of the weights ended up with 0 successful lifts. Can't recall seeing that before.
The medals will be presented by Sports Director of the Republic of Kazakhstan, Akbumbekov, and World Powerlifting Sport Technical Committee Chairperson, Kazakhstan. Winner of the gold medal and the new junior world champion, representing Ukraine, Toka.
So then in the women's 41 kilo event, gold going to Ukraine, and Xenia Toka, the reigning European junior champion, is now the world junior champion too, as she held off Laura de Lima of Brazil, who went in heavier but couldn't get a successful lift. And involved in the ceremony here, the sports director of the Republic of Kazakhstan, Olas Akpambetov, and the World Paralifting STC chairperson, Kamaruzzaman Kadir.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise if you are able for the national anthem of Ukraine.
So it's gold then for Ukraine. Gold then for Ukraine and Xenia Toka. Ukraine pick up a second gold of these Junior World Championships. We've got a lot more medal ceremonies to come. Don't worry about that.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the women up to 45 kilo category.
So the next medal ceremony, this is women's 45 kilos, 2 in this from Kazakhstan. We've got a home gold.
The winner of the gold medal and new junior world champion, representing Kazakhstan,
Prospects were that this was on the cards. She's the Asian Youth Games champion, the Asian Youth Power Games champion, and the Asia Oceania Junior champion, Kabil. Big things coming. It's her last World Championships as a junior. She turns 20 in January. Tusanay Kabil. So now, Kazakhstan, the host nation, have a medal of every colour at these World Championships.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise if you are able for the national anthem of Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan anthem. So the first time during competition we've heard the national anthem of Kazakhstan here in Nur-Sultan. The host nation strike gold for the first time. So last night in the Europa League, and remember we here are 4 hours ahead of Central European time, Kairat of Almaty, which used to be the capital of Kazakhstan, they won away at Sirogi Brijeg of Bosnia in the Europa League qualifiers, 2-1, and it was on TV here, finished at about 3 AM our time. Of course, I watched all of it. And what you still get here is you get a TV close down. So they play the national anthem, which is what we used to have on TV where I'm from. But the sequence alongside it was fantastic, and it was from our host broadcasters here, Broadcast Sport, a sequence of great Kazakh sports victories, even going back to the old days.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the women's up to 55.
It's quite a watch. So we've heard the Kazakh anthem. And maybe not for the last time this week. So now this was quite a competition. And we're going to see medals presented for next. There was a women's 55 kg. 3 in this, 2 medals up for grabs. Medals going to Turkey and Mexico. Sam Monkley and Dylan Richardson of World Paralifting are presenting the medals this time. Silver for Fatima Castellanos of Mexico. Junior World Champion 2 years ago in Mexico City. That was at 55 kg. As was this. At 50 kg, 2 years ago, the Junior World Champion was Besra Durmat of Turkey. She has moved up a weight division and she's dominated that. She holds Junior World records in 3 weight categories. She went for one today, didn't get it. Actually went for it twice. But she's still Junior World Champion for the 2nd time.
you are able, for the national anthem of Turkey.
So champion again, here's the Turkish anthem. Gold for Turkey for Besra Duman, lifting 105 kilos and a couple of attempts at a new world record, 115. Wasn't able to get that one over the line, but she's still junior world champion anyway, as was the case in Mexico City, but at a different weight division.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the women's up to 61 kilo category.
So next up is the women's 61 kilo event, and just the one competitor in this who had to set a particular mark, and Fatma Karani of Egypt did. So junior world champion again for the second time, having enjoyed glory in Mexico City. Same again here.
The winner of the gold medal and new junior world champion, representing Egypt, Fatma Karani.
So glory for Fatma Karani for the second time. Junior world champion 2017 and 2019. And in terms of the senior ranks, scoring well at World Cups. There you go, that's gone down well. A gold for Egypt and Fatma Karani.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the women's up to 67 kilo category.
So next to go, the women's 67 kilo presentation, 2 in this, so just the gold up for grabs, even though both competitors were successful with their first attempts.
Winner of the gold medal and new junior world champion, representing Mexico,
Maria Franco takes the gold for Mexico, the reigning senior Mexican champion, but her first major championship, full stop, her first international championship event, receiving a gold from Dylan Richardson of World Powerlifting.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise if you are able for the national anthem of Mexico.
More glory for a great powerlifting nation. Great success for Mexico, scoring again perennially at the top of the tree in World Powerlifting, and again here with a new name for us on the global scene. Absolutely gorgeous win for Maria Franco. That's it then for the medal ceremonies. For the time being, we're back with the next men's session underway in 30 minutes' time. Join us then for that.